Hey there, and welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're involved in school administration or teaching, you already know the primary goal is, well, education, right? But let's be totally honest, the reality on the ground often looks a lot more like you're just trying to survive a relentless avalanche of paperwork. So today we're exploring exactly how modern technology is stepping in to cure these massive, everyday administrative headaches. We're going to look at how shifting to a student information management system, or SIMS, can literally transform your operations, turning total chaos into absolute clarity.
Okay, let's dive into this roadmap. We'll be covering the management challenge, meeting the SIM solution, looking at how the engine actually works, exploring its core functions, discussing who really needs this tech, and finally, looking at the Skolera platform advantage.
Setting the stage with Part 1, the management challenge. The education sector is going through a massive digital shift right now. So, I have to ask you directly, are you still drowning in manual data entry and endless paper records? Because honestly, if reliance on isolated, clunky spreadsheets is still your status quo, you're losing valuable time, you're increasing your margin for error, and frankly, you're making your daily life so much harder than it needs to be. And this brilliantly illustrates the stark contrast between the old ways and the new. Manual administration? It relies on paper files that easily get lost, manual errors that corrupt your data, and isolated departments that just don't talk to each other. But at Digital SIMS, it gives you beautifully organized digital archives, incredibly high accuracy, and a centralized platform where all that vital information lives together in perfect harmony. It's kind of like the difference between navigating a maze blindfolded and having a fully illuminated map right in your hands. Which brings us to Part 2, Meet the SIMS solution. Time to shift from the pain to the promise. Let's define exactly what we're talking about here. A student information management system is basically an integrated digital platform designed to help schools organize and manage all student-related data in one secure, centralized database. You can think of it as the central nervous system of a school. And this is absolutely crucial. Because we're dealing with highly sensitive student data, this centralized database provides a super secure environment where you can strictly control access permissions for different users. When you implement a system like this, the benefits literally ripple across your entire institution. You get significantly faster access to records, so no more digging through dusty filing cabinets. It drastically reduces those annoying manual entry errors. It enhances collaboration because suddenly every single department is looking at the exact same up-to-date data. But, perhaps most importantly, it automates routine tasks. And when you automate all that tedious tracking and reporting, you free up your staff's valuable time. They get to stop acting like data entry clerks and get back to what actually matters, focusing on educational priorities and actively supporting their students.
Let's move into Part 3, how the engine works.
Let's move to and see how this builds across 4 seamless chronological steps. Step 1 is collection, gathering that data efficiently right from registration or admission. Step 2 is updating, continuously logging daily academic and administrative info so your data never goes stale. Step 3 is reporting, automatically generating statistics and performance trends for analysis. And Step 4 is integration, seamlessly linking all those different school operations together. Combined, these 4 steps empower school leaders to finally stop guessing and start making confident, data-driven decisions.
Moving right along to Part 4, Core Functions and Capabilities. Let's look at the toolkit.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is seeing how directly these standard software features translate into real-world operational impact. Take admissions and enrollment. It isn't just a digital folder. It actively tracks applications and required documents right through to approval. Attendance and behavior instantly records absences and generates necessary discipline reports. The academic performance module doesn't just sit there logging grades. It actively analyzes assessment data. And parent communication? It effectively shares updates, notifications, and reports. Every single function creates a direct, measurable impact on the school's daily rhythm. Now, if you're actually in the market for one of these systems, there are a few key features you absolutely must look for. You need an intuitive user interface, otherwise your teachers just won't use it. You need advanced reporting and analytics, plus high-level security to lock down student privacy. But a real game changer here is multi-device access. The ability for staff to securely log in via smartphones or tablets, that means they can monitor operations and enter data anytime, anywhere. Add in scalability, customization, and system integration, and you've got yourself a completely future-proof setup.
All right, Part 5, who needs this tech? The true beauty of a SIMS is its vast applicability across the educational landscape. Public schools need it to manage massive student bodies. Private schools use it to elevate their admin efficiency and enhance service quality. International schools rely on it to manage diverse, complex data standards, while multi-campus institutions absolutely need it for centralized management. Even training centers use it for tracking attendance and schedules. Basically, regardless of your size or academic program, if you manage student data, this technology will drastically improve your organization.
And finally, Part 6, the Skolera Platform Advantage. Let's see how a specific platform executes all of this.
Skolera really shines by acting as a unified, incredibly user-friendly system. Through this one single platform, teachers can create and deploy diverse educational content, whether that's audio, text, or video formats, while simultaneously preparing highly organized class schedules for all their tasks. It houses time management and multimedia content delivery entirely under one roof. No more jumping between 5 different apps. It saves everyone from those usual scheduling headaches.
So the crucial point is the number 7. When it comes to assessments, the Skolera platform offers exactly 7 different types of questions within its robust testing module. This means teachers can easily and quickly create dynamic tests entirely backed by a comprehensive question bank. It literally takes the heavy lifting completely out of student assessments.
And when it comes to tracking, Skolera goes way beyond just checking a basic box for attendance. Yes, it facilitates highly accurate recording of attendance and absence rates, but it also allows teachers to log detailed behavioral notes, both the positive and the negative ones. This meticulous level of tracking gives educators the exact insights they need to monitor student progress in real time. That way, they can intervene exactly when a student needs a bit of extra support or, give recognition for a job well done.
We've seen the absolute chaos of manual administration, and we've explored how a centralized digital system like Skolera transforms data from a heavy burden into a powerful, streamlined tool. Which leaves us with one final provocative thought. Are you going to keep drowning in paperwork, or are you ready to finally focus on education instead of administration? The technology is here. The next step is entirely yours. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer.